The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Q101 with Brian and Kenzie. Green Day. Hey, it's a 2 for Tuesday right there. Got 2 in a row there from Green Day. And I got the world premiere stuff. American Dream is Killing Me. That is from the new CD Saviors, which will be out January 19th, 2024. Produced by the same guy that did Dookie and American Idiot. Also, he did My Chemical Romance, Paramore, Linkin Park. And that is one of the best sounding Green Day songs I've heard in a decade.
I really like it.
Not that I don't like any other stuff they've done, but that pops.
No, but I think this is the best thing they've done since probably 21 Guns.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Of course, we already talked about the Smashing Pumpkins, Green Day, Rancid, the Linda Lindas, the Stadium Tour, and no date in Chicago, but there will be one. And it's going to be at Soldier Field most likely there, unless they choose Wrigley Field in the summer. It could be that. But that's coming up next year. We'll keep you posted
Either
on
way,
that.
I'm assuming during a warmer month.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be a guaranteed rate. I don't think they're going to do it down there.
Well, why not?
Have they ever done a concert there?
Well, they used to do a lot, and then the last one that was there was Chance the Rapper did a big thing there a few years ago.
Poor Vanilla Ice got canceled last August for that.
He didn't get canceled. The show got canceled.
Yes, the infamous Fat Fold shooting of 2023.
Yeah, never got the conclusion of that.
No, it's weird. That story just went away.
Unbelievable. A
I
gunshot.
don't like it. They're covering something up. Besides the gun.
Excellent job.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, it looks again at this point that Justin Fields will not be playing Sunday Night Football against the Chargers with that dislocated thumb. Tyson Bagent will be playing again after the game that he won handily. Here's what he said to the guys in the locker room.
Hey, y'all had my back from the jump, man. We had adversity last week, Justin going down. And, right from the get, y'all had my back. So I couldn't appreciate y'all anymore. Couldn't have did that without y'all today. And glad we go out there and get it going.
That was Brian, by the way.
That's why he can't get press credentials, is he just yelled at the entire time.
Oh, God. The guy, this at the end there is amazing.
Oh, God.
Well, they've got a quarterback that can throw the ball. It's a nice change of pace. I would love him, too, if I was on the Bears.
Listen, they got somebody that goes in there. And
I don't think that was a team member.
I think it was.
Oh, I
it
think
was in
that-
the locker room.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, yeah, it was the post-game speech. He got gifted a game ball from their coach, and then
You
afterwards...
think that was a member of the team, like, to tease him?
It was in the locker room, yeah.
Here, you identify
There's girls in the locker room sometimes.
No, Kenzie, listen, you identify this. Okay, here it is.
Go out there and get it
Did you have to clip it that fast?
I know. Is there audio that continues on that, you think?
That's the end of the video that I saw. Sorry, that's the best I can do.
Yeah.
I didn't film it myself.
I love you, Tyson. Oh, that's amazing. The Blackhawks tonight at the Madhouse against the Bruins. And also the NBA season opens tonight. Lakers at the Champs, the Nuggets, and the Suns at the Warriors. Tomorrow, Thunder at the Bulls. Case's Thunder at the Bulls
That's
at the
not
Madhouse.
fair. I am not a diehard Oklahoma City Thunder fan, despite numerous allegations. I just said they're going to be good this year.
Get yourself on DraftKings, make a bet on that game. Also, get the Wheel of Misfortune going in case the Thunder actually loses.
I think it's a good idea.
I do too. We got to get it done.
Well, I'll do that because I think the Thunder are going to smoke the Bulls. I'd be more than happy to. There's labels being
So
thrown
it's going to
around.
be you two. I make the wheel, and then you guys, you're betting.
You're not in on this?
I'm not betting. I don't know. I'm not doing that.
You don't know what's going to
I'm not
happen?
putting that on the line. But you guys would come in with your iPod 400, whatever, and you spin it. I'll make it. I'll put it together.
Okay, you make it together.
Wait,
We're
what
ready to
are
vote.
we coming in with?
An
You say an iPod?
No, like your picks.
Oh.
You said iPod, I think.
No, your DraftKings, your picks.
Yeah.
You know, your
with your
DraftKings
money.
app on your iPod Touch.
I don't know what you do.
All right, well, the Vikings
Do you have
up.
do you have a bookie, or how does it work?
No, you go to DraftKings.
Yeah.
Just make the bet right on the iPod Touch.
It's just like everything else. It's digital now.
Yeah.
Digital.
Yeah. I'll show you.
I'm not like shaking out Pauly Walnuts for an Oklahoma City Thunder
Hey, then you have a
bet.
guy you gotta call.
I don't have a guy. I have no guys.
Well, listen, the guys that don't do it anymore, like DraftKings, by the way, for the NBA this week, $5 bet gets you $200 instantly.
Is that with a code?
That's a code Q101. Got to use that code. Make sure you do it to get that.
So Kinsey, get right on that.
Yeah.
When you call your bookie, tell them Q101.
Yeah. Kenzie, when you meet your bookie on Lower Whacker, say Q101.
You whisper in
See
their
if he
ear.
throws $200 at you.
He's either going to do that or break your shins, one or the other.
It's not my fault you owe him money.
Yeah, that's right.
You say Q101. He goes, yeah, I like that station.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's good stuff. They debuted the Green Day this morning.
Happy Green Day Day.
All right, the Vikings upset the 49ers last night on Monday Night Football. That was kind of a wild game. But Monday Night Football, I don't know. They were due just like the Dolphins were due. I just feel like this is that kind of time of the year where people are losing that you can't keep winning. Well, you just can't do it. You can't keep winning. The Eagles are doing it, but I don't know. They're due for a loss. That's all I got to say.
Good analysis. You just can't keep winning.
You just can't keep winning. At some point, they call them trap games. You just lose the game.
I mean, the Vikings won without Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in football, playing because he's on the IR right now. So I think it's pretty impressive.
It is impressive to win. And also, McCaffrey was playing, who got hurt in the game last week. He played and got a touchdown. But, I mean, still, that wasn't enough.
Like I always say, Kirk Cousins, love him.
Love him.
Like you always say.
That's my thing.
Can I tell you why we say that? It's an inside joke. I tell you why we say that. So
I know why I was here.
Yeah, but not everybody listening does.
Okay, but he said it to me.
Okay, Kenzie, pretend you don't know. Let me tell you why we say Kirk Cousins
oh my God,
love
what
him.
happened?
So my niece was watching that quarterbacks documentary on Netflix, and, you know, she's not certainly a big football fan, but Kirk Cousins comes off really endearing in that documentary. He's so sweet, and she comes up to me when I saw her last month, and she goes, Uncle Brian, did you see that quarterbacks documentary on Netflix? I go, I've seen one episode, but I haven't seen the whole thing. She goes, Kirk Cousins, love him.
Which no one's ever said before.
No one has said that.
Vikings fans haven't said that. No team he's ever been on has ever embraced him the way that your niece has.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, love him.
Love him.
I had the wrong reason.
See, if you don't listen, nobody listens to me.
Inside joke.
Nobody listens to me.
The other Kirk Cousins inside joke.
Oh, yes.
Is that Case has been trying to get a LASIK endorsement for like a year, and they keep putting him on hold. And then one day a Kirk Cousins commercial came on for the same LASIK place, and Case got so upset. And Brian said, well, who do you think's going to sell more LASIK? You or Kirk Cousins?
That is really hurtful.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And Green Day with all of this going on, another half hour away at 10 a.m. when Lauren gets in. We'll play again what we world premiered at 8 a.m. Brian and Kenzie world premiered it. No one else had it. We laid it out for you, the new Green Day song. And, of course, we have so much going on with Green Day over the next year. We've talked about the Smashing Pumpkins, Green Day, Rancid, the Linda Lindas, that stadium tour. That we'll have all the information. We'll have Billy Joe in here, all of it. Right here, we got you covered. Now, while you're enjoying that all day long, might be good to just take a couple seconds to go to Q101.com and the link to God Bless the Gravy. It's our annual food drive to help out people. And I've always said this. If just everybody did $5 right now, we'd have our total looking for 30,000 meals. Right now, the total is at 7,600 meals after only being up for about a week, and we're going all the way to Thanksgiving. So you got time, but we know how things happen. You forget about it, or you have your own problems to worry about, like buying gifts for people. Just get this taken care of, and then you know you're helping somebody legitimately because $1 equals 3 meals.
That's right. And we got hit up at the very end of last week by Ashley at the Greater Chicago Food Depository. She sent me an email that I greatly appreciated because, as I've said a few times, there's more options to donate. There's more options to be a good person than arguably ever before. You know, we live in a GoFundMe-fueled universe, and God Bless the Gravy is our thing. And Ashley hit us up, again, from the Greater Chicago Food Depository, and she said, your listeners in community are so fantastic. You all embody the generosity, empathy, and kindness that makes Chicagoland the greatest place on earth.
Jeez.
And that is because not only have we had such feverish donations from our listeners, but we've had so many people in the comments of their donations leaving thoughts on what a great program this is. Not to pat ourselves on the back, just that they're glad somebody is helping the way that Q101 has helped them. And, you know, we can speak, or I can speak for everybody in this room. You know, it's a mutual relationship. Our listeners have helped us just as much as we've helped you. Hopefully we can all help out the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So on behalf of us and Greater Chicago Food Depository, thank you to the listeners. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to make clear one more thing, too, that, you know, when you hear this, sometimes you might be wherever you're listening, even in like Rensselaer, Indiana, like 95 miles from downtown. Well, the Greater Chicago Food Depository distributes to 800 banks around our entire listening area. So you could live in Schaumburg or where Kenzie lives in Elgin. You're going to get help from your neighbors by donating, not just in the city of Chicago. You know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's like it's really going to your community. And I think people want to know that. Like, people ask for, you know, large sums of money and all sorts of stuff this time of year. How often do you go to a store and they're like, oh, would you like to round up? And you're like, well, I don't know anything about this charity, or I don't know. What does that do? What is
Right.
that? What is that dollar doing? Like, this is so nice knowing that it's going to be 3 meals for every dollar. So if you more mentally are like, how many meals do I want to donate? How many mouths do I actually want to feed? You get to like do the math on that, which is awesome.
That is. And if you're fired up to donate after listening to all that,
Okay.
all you got to do.
That did it for me. I'm donating again. Okay.
Just go to Q101.com. At the top of the page, you'll see a tab that says God Bless the Gravy. It's next to music and air staff and concerts and events. It's right on the homepage. Click on that. That will take you exactly where you need to go. It will answer some questions if you might have a greater explanation for what this is. But Q101.com, the top of the page, it says God Bless the Gravy. You can go there and donate today.
And what I say about like $5 does a lot. $5 is 15 meals, as Kenzie just said. But I want to shout out a couple people here. We've talked about businesses out there. We give you shout outs. And this guy, Adam, man. Adam from AC/DC Closets said he's going to do $22 a day, and he's living up to it. He's using some of the, if people mention Q101 when you go to his closet, people, he makes closets for people. He's a one-man band. He does it all himself. It's Adam at acdcclosets.com if you have a house you're looking to redo. $22 he just did an hour ago. Another $22. And this one really hit me. But, let's see, in the last 12 hours, $525.
That's awesome.
$525 somebody donated. That is over 1,500 meals.
One person did it?
One person. And they did it anonymous. And here's what they said when you...
Brian's like, it was me.
I was wondering if it was Billy Joe Armstrong, because Brian told him to pry open his wallet last year.
Yeah, Billy Joe, if you're listening, you can still do that again. We know the new song's going to do great. But here's what they said. We have always given to the Greater Chicago Food Depository, but happy to send this through the show, Brian and Kenzie. This is in memory of my wife, Amanda, who was one of the most helpful and giving people I know.
Oh,
wow. That is
that's
heavy.
so sweet.
That is amazing. I don't know who you are, but you know you're...
So 525?
Yup.
Okay, look that up because I want to make sure my math was airtight. So that's 1,575 meals. That's so many.
You know how life-changing that is for people that out there that just need a meal in this worst time on earth for inflation and things that cost so much? God, you're an angel, whoever you are. I know you're out there, one of our listeners, as Kay said. And, man, we appreciate you. Q101.com, as Kay said, the link's right there to donate. And whatever you can do, if it's up to $5 to $525, whatever. We're trying to get 30,000 meals. We're at over 7,600. Do what you can. We appreciate you. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 and Lovejoy performing at Q101's Twisted Christmas. Go to Q101.com to get your tickets right now. 15 minutes away. Lauren's here right now for Green Day Day continues.
Hi.
What's going
Green
on?
Day.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm jealous. You get to play it again and again and again.
Every single hour.
It's amazing. Top of the hour. So if you missed the world premiere Green Day at 8 a.m. this morning, Lauren will have it for you top of the hour every hour.
Can't wait. I purposely have avoided it so we can do a first listen, but I hear it's really good.
Oh, it's amazing. It really is. I'm not just saying that because we played it. I mean, it is probably the best song in a decade.
It's very Dropkick Murphys.
Okay.
Yep. And that's
Very fun.
That's what gets Kenzie dancing on tables. Yeah. Oh, she just ruined it for her. That's the first listen. How's it go again? There you go. All
right,
that's
I've heard
the Green Day.
Kills energy.
Okay.
What else you have coming up, Lauren, today?
I've got Silver Sun Pickups tickets coming at 12:30 for the show at Vic Theater. But I just want to give you guys props, man. The only radio station in all of Chicagoland playing the brand new Green Day. That's freaking cool.
Wait, that's us?
That's it.
That's amazing.
You did it.
Yes, that's great.
You world
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of stations like to copy what we do. It's nice to know that we finally got something for ourselves.
There you go.
Yeah. Wonder why they didn't start copying it after we did it at 8.
I don't know. I'm amazed at some of the things people get away with.
Dumb.
It's a conversation for another time.
Okay.
It wasn't really a tough call to play the new Green Day, but that's just
see.
pioneer thinking right there.
Why don't we do some research first on it and see if the kids like it, and then we'll get it on later on. We'll talk to 1,000 adults between the ages of 18 to 49 and see if they like
Wow,
Green
we're gonna
Day.
keep going to this.
My
Jesus.
goodness.
Okay, we'll move on. Takeaways. Case, what do you got?
Justin and Elgin checked in. He said Brian was a fat preemie that came out looking for a buffet.
Exactly.
And 13-pound pound premature.
Okay,
I was
baby.
so little.
Jeez.
A little petite baby.
5.8
5.8 pounds.
mom in the preemie clothes she bought. She was probably like, oh.
She looked like Snorlax by the time she gave
Oh
birth
my
a giant
Wow.
Pokemon.
God.
Wow, what a reference. According to the
She
case,
was putting you in the 6 to 9 month club.
according to the case, I was born at 4 months and I was 13 pounds.
That's according to science. I got the birth certificate.
Kenzie, takeaway.
Joe Dixon said Brian shamed Billy Joel Armstrong into donating $2,000, but probably would have had twice that if he was actually nice about it.
That's true.
You insulted him. It was on your first ass.
I said, put a crowbar in your wallet and donate to the Radiothon to save our venues. And he did. He dropped $2,000. Maybe it would have been 4. Let's see here. Finally, Kevin checked in. Today's takeaway. Kenzie is excited for the Summer Olympics and the catapult competition.
You know what I meant.
You miss a moment, miss a lot. Go to the podcast, the Brian and Kenzie podcast, The Morning Crew, Q101.com, and anywhere you get your podcasts.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.